Another egg pun. It's always sunny side up.
There we go. My late wife.
Sorry, did I do something? Kind of blacked out for a second.
Expert in fucking, I don't know.
Great power.
For the 5th time, it's your boy Sean.
What's up, Wikimaniacs? My name is Josh Shell. Trying this for the 2nd time because I'm an idiot. Forgot how to record. With me are my co-hosts. I don't have a special name for you guys this time. I'm sorry. John Consignato and Sean Salvino.
Wow.
What's up, boys?
I'm disappointed in you, man.
You know, I was going to mention Sean's hair because it's beautiful today.
Always luscious.
As usual.
I don't think you can. All right. So peek behind the screen. I use my one camera to record and then one camera to record for YouTube. I feel like my YouTube camera doesn't, the nice camera doesn't really pick it up as much as the other one.
Oh, damn. Well, you got to fix your lighting.
This is just a treat for you boys.
Oh, even better then.
Sean's like, I got a hat on right now. It's just a
I'm
filter.
actually wearing a beanie.
What's up, boys? How you been?
It's going.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Can you believe it's December already?
Dude, we have one last Am I the Asshole before the end of the year.
That is insane.
Is that not crazy?
Oh,
not this one, but one more after this. Yeah.
So when you're hearing this is the 2nd week of December already?
God damn.
Oh, yeah.
Time flies.
Oh, my.
It's almost 2003. I still haven't gotten down writing 2003.
Oh, my God, dude. I wish.
Holy shit.
Oh, my God. Am I going back to listening to
11 years old.
I'm a child.
Shell necklace.
Am I listening to Kelly Rowland and Nelly? No matter what I do.
I'm listening to, what the fuck is it? Simple Plan.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah.
No pads, no helmets, just balls. You know what I
Green
mean?
Day?
Me up when September ends. Holy.
Third Eye Blind. God damn.
God.
What a throwback. It's not 2003, 2023. There we go.
There
we
it
got
is.
it.
My knees
We got
rejuvenated when I heard 2003. I'm like, oh, God, bringing back memories where I could run.
You just got to believe. You just got to believe, John.
All our hairlines came back down a little bit.
A little bit, yeah. I've always had a big ass forehead, so I don't know about if it came back.
All right. Well, a little bit off the rails, but let's hop into.
Yeah, apparently people love that shit when we're random.
They do, yeah. We all have ADHD and we cannot stay on track, so
Sorry.
it is what it is. On today's episode, we have a husband who ignores his wife and her family. A landlord evicts a pregnant tenant.
Oh,
A honeymoon gets expensive, and a grandson cusses out his grandparents.
Whoa.
oh, I'm gonna say not the asshole on that one. Right? I have a feeling grandparents could be out of pocket sometimes.
Is that your predict, Sean?
That's my prediction.
We're still keeping that.
We are keeping that.
Enjoy it. In 2023, we'll end it, right, guys? Officially, the predictions are done.
Nah,
We'll think of another dumb pun to annoy you with.
Yes.
But
Yeah.
you know the amount of DMs I get about how annoyed you are of my puns? It's amazing. People love that you are angry all the time because of that.
I love this show. I love our fans.
you should. They love you.
Exactly. You're a favorite.
They like when I get angry, it sounds like.
At both John and the assholes on the show.
There.
But that is not it for the menu. We have our exclusive VIP menu for patrons only.
Market price.
Wow. The VIP.
Marketplace pricing. So we have our Patreon exclusive stories at the end of the episode where we have a girlfriend who performs a lap dance at dinner.
Oh.
And we have a boyfriend who won't make breakfast. So if you want to hear those last two stories.
Huge extreme. A lap dance for dinner or no breakfast?
Yeah. Dinner and breakfast.
Lap dance, I think.
I will choose lap dance as well.
Okay.
Yeah, as opposed to no breakfast.
What if I gave you 5 eggs instead of 6?
Oh my God. Can we talk about the egg? Hold on. I'm sorry.
Egggate 2022.
That was a hot topic. Oh my God.
You have no idea. I did not expect that at all. So peek behind the curtains when I'm making my episodes, I'm like, usually 4 stories and an update or something like that. Or I'm like 4 stories. And if I'm like, they're kind of short, I'll throw in one quick. I just picked that one and I was like, this is a short one. I'll throw this in right at the end. Not even thinking. I think it's a funny story. Not thinking about it. And it was the most controversial topic.
Holy crap. You reached the boiling point in Discord, so I'll tell you that.
Yes, exactly.
I think it's just truly because the guy wasn't that mad.
Oh, we're starting early.
Oh, Merry Christmas, Sean.
We're just egging you on at this point, right?
Sean, we still have 50 minutes to
I'm
go.
sorry.
I'm about to
Continue.
be out 6 minutes in.
But yeah, it was a very controversial topic, which is hilarious because I don't even think we were that strong on either side of the
Granted,
conversation.
the opposing points, I get it. And I'm like, I respect that
yeah.
take. That take is actually, I didn't think of it like that. So thank
Yeah.
you. First of all, I want to say thank you to everyone. Even though when they presented the situation, it was very respectful and
Yes.
very laid out articulately. So we appreciate the discourse, we love
Unless
that.
it was on YouTube Shorts.
Unless YouTube Shorts. We don't like it.
No, it was.
The amount of comments Josh had to
Gross.
delete was disgusting.
It was a lot. Yeah, it was. I could see the other side of the egg argument, but I think our whole point was this is a dumb one. It really.
We just try to make fun of it, the situation.
Yeah,
the
yeah.
situation, not the person.
Yeah, he was mildly annoyed, so it wasn't like the end of the world.
Yeah, he was fine.
Yeah,
Which
yeah.
is crazy because ultimately when people are just like fine, you're like, oh, okay, well, this isn't going to make a lot of controversy. And then that is what it was. It was what it was.
never the ones you expect, but it was fun. I like the discourse.
Expect.
I'm not even meaning to at this point.
God, we got to just never do an egg story again.
I'll have to find something else that John can go with. It doesn't matter what I do, Sean. He'll take it and run with it.
I know, but there's so many fucking ways to cook a goddamn egg. There's so many fucking puns for this guy,
True.
dude.
You,
All the
I won't do it.
scramble jokes in the comments and John saying it. I'm like,
okay. All right. I'll drop it. I'll drop the egg puns.
God damn it.
is that a pun in itself?
No, not intentionally at least.
I was like, are you doing some fucking Humpty Dumpty, like a long game shit?
Yeah, that's what
I'm
I
about to
thought
be
too.
real pissed off.
See, now it's in your head. I'm living rent free right now, my guy.
God
Or
damn
cage
it.
free. Which one?
Oh, farm fed.
Fuck, move on.
So we got way off topic, but if you want to hear the Patreon stories this week and get ad-free episodes, head on over to patreon.com/Cultivate Podcast Network and sign up today. Before we hop in, one last announcement. 2023 is coming up. We're taking the last week of December off for everyone except for patrons. We're doing a Wednesday episode for patrons. It'll just be a mix of different things we'll do together.
Whatever the fuck Wednesdays.
Whatever the fuck we want Wednesdays.
Yes.
That's what it'll be at the end of the year here. So that'll be for patrons only. And then for the rest of you, we're just going to take a week off, hang out with our families, chill a little bit, and then we'll come back in 2023. We are having some, what would you call it, changes to 2023?
Yes.
With release schedule. So we're sticking with Mondays and Fridays, but we had some people ask if we could move the drop dates of each episode because we premiere the episodes on YouTube and it's been very popular at the end of the year here. But we had some people being like, it's very late when you guys drop the episodes, so I can never make the premiere. Could you guys make it later? So what we're doing is we're still dropping Monday and Friday episodes, but what we're going to do is we're going to move it to a 12 noon drop date Eastern time zone. So I'm not going to do the math for you, but it'll be 11 Central time zone for John and Sean and 12 Eastern time zone for myself at noon on Monday and Fridays. So that we're going to premiere the episodes then on YouTube. So if you're on lunch, if you're in the Eastern time zone, if you're over in Europe and it's nighttime for you, you can hop on before bedtime and watch the premiere with us and interact and give your takes live. So super exciting stuff. We're hoping we can get more people to join in and join the live premieres. So I think that's it, right, John? I think that was the change.
Yep. I think that pretty much covers everything.
Cool. And we've heard your feedback for the Wednesday episodes. We are loving the feedback. We've had so many different ideas that we might just end up going with whatever the fuck we want Wednesdays and taking your ideas. Again, not sure if we're coming back first few weeks of January with Wednesdays, but we're going to play with the idea and just see how our schedules turn out and see how much we can actually record. So we'll tweak the Wednesday and let you guys know when it's coming. I think that's everything. Are you guys any last announcements, any last shout outs or comments, anything you guys want to say before we hop into the first episode?
I would like to keep the house.
Go. By all means, my guy.
Clean
Go
the
ahead.
house. I want to say this. I know we mentioned the YouTube Shorts comments, so I would like to just play a game. Not really a game, just a short little segment. Does this guy fuck or does he not fuck? And then I'm going to read this comment, and I want you Wikimaniacs to tell me if this guy has ever fucked anyone in his life.
Or has talked to a woman.
Or even talked to a woman or anything. You just, no context. Does this guy fuck or does he not fuck?
This is the best.
All right. I won't say his name. And I know this won't even work on TikTok because they're going to take it down for bullying. But I just want to know your honest opinion, guys. Does this guy fuck or does he not fuck?
Okay.
So this is his comment. I'll skip the first one because it's insulting us. And like, that's fine. Like, I'm cool with insults.
That guy
the
might
second
fuck.
one is the one that's, whoa, this guy definitely does one or the other one of these things. And it's the other one.
Okay.
But anyways, his comment is, quote, dude, hoes need to know their place. Hands off the breadwinner's food. He should be mad. She should give a month of knob sins in repentance. So just, does this guy fuck or does he not fuck? I'll give you my assumption. This guy has never felt the embrace of a woman. I don't think he ever will. This guy 100% definitely does not fuck.
I agree. I don't think he's ever talked to a woman or interacted with one because holy shit, that is not how any relationship works. What the fuck?
Is this the guy with a threadbare pillowcase?
No, because at least that guy appreciates women in the cartoon form, I guess.
That guy has emotions.
Yeah, he has an emotional feeling to that cartoon. This guy is a wild case. Yeah, I saw that comment. And again, when I say go to YouTube Shorts and leave us nice comments, we're trying to combat those type of things. So please go and do that. Or just read it. Read it and enjoy the fact that these
like
guys are so
this.
salty that they're replying to this and just laugh to sleep knowing that they never, ever fuck.
Yeah. Also, I will say this. I could have debatably banned that one. I leave them up. Don't interact with them because that's what they want.
Yep.
Throw them a downvote and then just move on. They're just trolls who want interaction and they don't deserve it. They don't deserve any attention.
If you really want to chop, a place to bully these guys is take a screenshot, put it on the Reddit, then let everybody chop on the Reddit.
Oh, there we go. I like that.
Because it felt therapeutic to chop just then.
I agree.
It feels nice to say he does not fuck. And yeah, if you also want to feel the joy of saying this guy doesn't fuck, feel free. Just not on the YouTube because he wants it. He wants the interaction.
This is exactly
because,
what
again,
he wants.
He's never talked to a woman.
He just wants people to talk to him.
Yeah.
Sean, I love this game, and I want you to bring this every time you see one that...
I love it.
Does this guy fuck or does he not fuck?
Yes. I love calling out their bullshit.
It would be from the guy who has a podcast that involves dice and video and games, right? So it's only fitting.
Yeah.
Sean's good at games.
Yes, he is.
Everyone. So starting off with the first story.
Holy shit.
This comes from the GOAT.
Turtles can fly.
Turtles Can Fly 7. What's up, Turtles Can Fly? They cross-posted this on our subreddit as usual. Am I the asshole for asking my husband to join us in my sister's birthday party since he was in the same restaurant?
Oh, it could be like a girls thing.
Girls thing? Okay.
Like a girls' night out, you know what I mean?
For her and her sister.
Yeah, for her sister's birthday.
Got it. Sorry. I thought you were saying he was on girls.
No.
I was like, maybe.
Yeah.
That could be the case. Is that your prediction?
That's my prediction. Or it's that, it's a birthday party. She might have her friends that she's close to and wants to, party comfortably with. And her husband might not be one of those friends.
Oh, okay. I gotcha.
Maybe, yeah. I think maybe the sister doesn't get along with the husband.
Okay.
So that's
I like this.
my assumption.
Like this.
That's my assumption.
That's your assumption. Jesus. All right, let's get into it before Sean leaves. So I, 26 female, was invited to my sister's 18th birthday party a few days ago at a restaurant. My husband didn't come because he said he had a dinner meeting with some clients. This made my family feel let down, especially my sister who wanted him there. And also it was her 18th birthday. So it was a big deal to her, obviously. So you guys are already wrong on the prediction.
Yeah, we're way wrong.
Way off. I was like, wow, the sister's angry. I didn't even think of that. So
it's the husband who's mad?
We'll see. To my surprise, when I arrived, I noticed that my husband was having his meeting at the same place. His table is right in the corner, and he had about 4 men sitting with him. My parents and the guests saw him as well. I waved for him, and he saw me, but ignored me. He obviously was as much surprised as I was. My parents asked why he didn't even come to the table to acknowledge them after the cake arrived. I got up and walked to his table. I stood there and said, "Excuse me." My husband was silent when I asked him if he'd take a few minutes to join me and my family in blowing out the candles and say happy birthday, but he barely let out a phrase and said, "I don't think so. I'm busy right now." I insisted, saying that it just takes a couple minutes and that it means so much to my sister. He stared at me, then stares awkwardly back at his clients. They said nothing, and he got up after my parents were motioning for me to hurry up. He sat with us while my sister blew the candles out and cut the cake. My parents insisted he take a piece and join with us in the selfie, but he got up and walked back to his table looking pissed. We didn't talk until later when we met at home. He was upset and started scolding me in front of my parents, saying I embarrassed him and made him look unprofessional and ruined his business meeting. I told him he overreacted since it only took a few minutes and it was my sister's birthday party and my family really wanted him to join since he was literally in the same restaurant. He called me ignorant and accused me of tampering with his work, but I responded that ignoring mine and my family's presence was unacceptable. We argued, then he started stonewalling me and refusing to talk to me at all. FYI, I didn't have an issue with him missing the event, but after seeing that he was already there, then it became a different story. Also, it literally took 5 to 7 minutes. He didn't even eat or nor drink, just sat down and watched. So am I the asshole?
I'm going to go with no. And
Okay.
I'm going with the asshole for the work that he's probably in. He's probably surrounded with a bunch of people who are so corporate driven to the point that it's like they see family as a weakness. And that's a toxic environment to be in.
That's fair enough. What about you, Sean?
I would say not the asshole, but also kind of like read the room a little bit, I think. If you saw he ignored you, just be like, oh, I guess, because he's there for work. So, I mean,
right.
Truly the best case scenario is for this guy to just be like, oh, that's my wife and family. But, they're celebrating a birthday. She might come over and say hi, but, I'm going to stay here and be professional, blah, blah, blah. But straight up ignoring is definitely the wrong thing to do. But also after getting ignored, coming over and then like begging him to come over is also kind of like a bad look. It doesn't make you an asshole. I definitely don't think you're an asshole. But it's kind of just like, you could tell he's kind of, he's in the middle of something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's why it's tricky. Yeah, not the asshole for sure. Because, of course, being ignored by your husband and then getting scolded in front of your parents. I think you're the victim here, but also you gotta read a room a little bit, I think. I don't know. It's kind of just,
Sean changed my point of view on that. I think everyone sucks in this situation.
Yeah, no one is. I don't think anyone is particularly the good guy. Like the parents, except for maybe the birthday girl. She's 18. She might not understand. But like the parents and the wife should be like, oh, okay. Like obviously he ignored us. Let's not make a deal, a meal out of this. We could talk about it at home later.
Fair. Okay.
I think.
I'm going to go. I have different. I think I agree with the everyone's an asshole, but I think there's different levels. I think she is the asshole first and foremost. Because she was already accepting of he's not going to be there. He's at a meeting.
Okay.
He's basically doing his thing, right? He's working and he didn't lie. He was working. He was with a client or clients and he was working. He's on the clock, right? And so he's not ignoring you because he doesn't want to be with you. He's ignoring you because he's trying to do his job, which I think is a bit of a difference. And so I feel like if he had finished up his meeting and the clients went home and then gone over, it would have been fine. And I think he would have done that. But you going over, inserting yourself in and
that's crazy.
Disrupting
Pulling him
his
out
meeting.
of the meeting. And then
wild.
His clients for 7 to 8 minutes by themselves.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Which definitely doesn't look good on him, for whatever work he's doing. And I know it sucks if he's ignoring you, but it'll be for whatever the hour that he's at dinner and then he'll come see you. Like
I will say he's not off the hook. I feel like ignoring is definitely bad. Like you got to at least acknowledge and be like, oh yeah, that's my wife. I didn't know she'd be here today, but
fair.
It's the confrontation, him yelling at her in front of her parents. That's the one that's like, oh.
I don't know if he yelled, but yeah, sternly, Yeah. I agree. I agree with that. I think that's where I think he's the asshole.
That's why, everyone sucks.
Yeah, that's where I think he's the asshole. But like in reaction to you being an asshole, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I don't know if she's an asshole, just not socially aware. Maybe I don't think she was malicious about it.
Yes, I agree.
I
with
don't
Sean
know.
on that.
I think she's just not the most socially aware.
yeah,
I don't know.
I mean,
Yeah,
I guess
I guess a lot of these assholes are sort of socially unaware. So
that's what I was thinking. I'm like, just because you're socially unaware doesn't mean you can't be an asshole. You know what I mean?
yeah, that's true.
It could also be a difference in like the type of work that they're probably in. Maybe he's more in work where it's like super serious, whereas she could be in a profession where it's like, you know, when it comes
Name
to
a profession, John. Name a profession that's not serious.
well, I'm saying like, what if they're like
I want to get John
like-
in hot
they're
water.
like
Podcaster.
let's say they're like a teacher, right? So they're more like socially like,
Oh.
hey, can you like stop by and say like, or they're more like open to say like, hey, there's a parent here or there's someone here that's wants to say hi to you. Can you stop by and go say hi real quick? Whereas someone that's in business where it's like super formal, when it's like, you know, that kind of situation.
So you hear that, Wikimaniacs? Teaching's easy.
I didn't say teaching was easy. I said teachers are more probably more socially
The whole
like,
time we were
inclined.
talking, Josh was just smiling.
He's ready.
Like,
I'm
fucking
saying,
got him.
I'm just saying.
This, man.
I'm just fucking with you, John. I know what you mean, but yeah.
I didn't buck, motherfucker.
You know what he means, Josh? What do you mean? You know what he means?
Yeah.
No. But like,
Damn,
where
I guess I'm just the only one that's good in this. But
I don't know, bro. Maybe you should pull up their Spotify playlist right now.
Hey, I'll say this. He had a documentary come out before he released all the stuff about, being an anti-Semite. I haven't
Okay.
listened to Kanye since the statements have happened.
Okay.
you mean formerly known as Kanye?
What? Oh, yeah, he's just Ye now? So
Yeah.
there you go. I like Kanye. I don't like Ye, guys.
Oh, there you go.
There
you go.
it is. There it is.
You justify it however you want.
Boys, why are we trying to? We're supposed to be a team, damn it.
It's fun
Look
if we
what
get
the
ahead of
fame
it.
has done with us.
Oh my god.
But no, I think she is still the asshole, and then I think he is also the asshole for how he reacted afterwards. I think she should have taken the hint when he said no the first time, and then not pushed him more, because it puts you in a very awkward position where you look like an asshole in front of your clients, if you say no. And so it's definitely shitty. But you don't have to talk to her in front of her parents. You can,
Yeah,
bat home.
privately.
Wait
Yeah.
till you get home and then just be calm about it. No,
Right.
you
Yeah.
don't need to sternly
Taught.
scold somebody. I mean,
he
guess
could be, he could be upset. You're allowed to be upset.
Yeah.
But yeah, not in front of other people. Make it a private conversation where you say, "Hey, not cool what you did. I was working. I could have come over afterwards," kind of thing. Cool. Well,
Divided on the first one.
I know.
divided in the first one. Yeah. All right. So moving on to the next one, and you guys are gonna love this one. This one is cross-posted by It's Jellonik. Hope I'm pronouncing that right.
Hello.
Am I the asshole for evicting a tenant because they got pregnant?
That is
Ooh,
wild.
sounds like yes. Sounds like most definitely yes.
Okay.
I mean, one could even argue being a tenant or being a landlord in general already makes you the asshole. One could argue. My dad was a landlord for many years.
Is your dad?
Look, we were not best friends when I was a child.
Oh.
I mean, I don't know if anyone is.
But yeah, I mean, I love the guy now. But yeah, I mean, landlord is a tricky situation, I think.
Damn,
for
we
sure.
just dunking on professions today, huh? That's the
Is
thing.
landlord a profession? I don't know if they do much, but
I mean, technically, management.
and I'll say this. I don't think if you own like one, maybe two properties that you're renting, you're not a huge asshole. But if
All right,
you're
my
like
dad's in the clear. If you're like an Airbnb and then you
Yeah.
constantly buy old houses, knock them down, build up Airbnb houses full of cheap quality, have 20 of them, I think you're a little bit of an asshole.
more than a little, but
I think
that's-
you're gentrifying and destroying communities. I do not
Yes.
think you're good.
and also taking up homes
that would
that
be
could be
considered a
used.
landlord. Isn't that like a land sire or something? Like whatever lesser of a lord is.
Why? Wait, what?
What's less than a? Because lord sounds like a title, right?
Well, I mean, you're a landlord if you own a house,
Oh.
technically.
Really?
So
Yeah.
Oh shit.
So
Yeah.
like my dad only had like one other property and then he was the landlord of that.
if you own land, you're a landlord.
Oh,
It's
I was
literally
just
in the name.
landowner.
Whoa. I own one house. I'm a landlord.
Technically, the
Wow.
bank still kind of owns it, so I'm still.
So you and the bank are the landlord
Yes.
of your property.
It's a partnership.
I'm the land
Yeah,
bitch. That's what I am.
Oh, okay. So your prediction is asshole. I think John said asshole as well.
Yeah.
So
Watch this as a plot.
Yeah, making a pregnant woman homeless seems like not a great.
Watch
Not a
the
good
fucking
look.
pregnant
thing.
woman be like the most complete asshole of a person.
Hey,
That it's like
it could happen.
it could.
just pumping out babies left and right. All right. So I, 30 male, purchased a 3-bedroom condo in Toronto, Canada.
Piranha.
5 years ago when I was in my second year of medical residency. Soon after the purchase, I rented one of the rooms out to my roommate, 29 female, to offset the cost of the mortgage. I live in one room, she lives in the second, and the third is my study/office. She's been a great roommate from the beginning. We aren't necessarily friends, as in we don't do things together for fun, but we get along exceptionally well. The entire roommate/tenant relationship has gone swimmingly up until recently. A couple of weeks ago, my roommate broke the news to me that she's pregnant. The father was a fling of hers who does not want anything to do with my child.
Ugh.
My roommate has decided that she wants to keep the child anyway and raise it on her own. To me, that seems like a huge challenge, and I admire her for doing it. The issue is, while I don't necessarily dislike children, I have no desire to live with a baby. While the condo is a fair size, I will most likely be woken up by babies crying at night. My condo is also where I like to come home and relax, like a haven after a long workday. And the idea of coming home to a baby honestly seems absolutely chaotic, especially since this isn't my own child, i.e. one that my girlfriend and I decided to have / was mentally prepared for. As difficult as it was for me to do, I told her essentially what I've written here, and that it would be best if she finds somewhere else to live. I'm not rushing her out or anything like that. I've given her 6 months notice, since any later than that will come too close to the birth. She was honestly quite taken aback by this and thought that I was being cruel. Her primary concern is that rent has gone up substantially in the city since she signed on with me, and I haven't increased the rent since she moved in, so she's essentially paying 2015 rent. She works as a waitress and will likely need to find a lesser apartment to keep within the same budget. A couple of other considerations are that she was out of work while restaurants were closed, but I did waive her rent for that period. All of the furniture is also mine, aside from her bedroom, so she would need to figure out something on that front as well, aside from all the child expenses as well. I understand her position and I feel horrible about the situation, but I honestly can't do it. Am I the asshole for this?
I'm gonna go with no, sadly.
Ooh. You guys are 0 for 2.
I'm gonna go with not the asshole, sadly.
Sadly.
Well, I mean, the situation is bad. It's essentially gonna be left for dry. You know what I'm saying? Like it sucks of a situation that the dad is a deadbeat and is not gonna want to do anything with the kid. That's horrible enough as is. 2, rising costs of inflation, all that stuff, having to deal with a kid, not having a stable job because of the situation with restaurants. That's horrible. With that said, though, I understand where he's coming from. Like,
yeah.
you owning that place, and it was kind of in a situation where it's like I thought the landlord was pretty gracious about like waiving some expenses, not charging.
Yeah, during COVID,
not charging the ridiculous amount of like rate for the inflation. So that's
especially in Toronto,
especially
like it's crazy
in a major
now.
city like Toronto.
Yeah.
And 3, that person communicated exactly what their situation is. That place is also there. So if they're not comfortable with having a kid around and jeopardizing like their situation or their standard of living, then I think the person gave him ample time. It is unfortunate. However, I think the person wanted to secure their own personal peace, and they're entitled to that.
Fair enough. What about you, Sean?
Yeah, this one's tough. Personally, one side, I totally get it. Like, if this was just like her place only, because that's what I originally thought. I thought you just owned a house and she was living there by herself, and you're like, ugh, no pregos.
Get out.
That's what I thought. That's what I thought too.
out.
Yeah.
So yeah, I do get, not wanting to live with a bit, because that is like, you're gonna de facto be like at some point doing some sort of either dad or uncle duties, whether you like it or not, probably. I mean, I don't know. I've never been in that situation, but I mean, just the fact of like having to like hear a baby and crying,
waking up to one,
and to also baby proof your apartment.
I
If
didn't
you're
even think about
single,
that, yeah.
I imagine if you're single and you're living with a baby, it would be hard to bring people back. Maybe
He might have a girlfriend.
I think he said he had a
I don't know.
girlfriend.
But also he's like a doctor too, which is like
A stressful.
and wildly different hours, or maybe not a doctor, but medical. He did a medical residency.
Yeah.
I'm not sure exactly what that entails, but So you're working in a hospital or something like that, which is stressful and hours are wild. So
And like they describe their home as like their safe haven outside of everything. So
yeah.
That being said, I could not in my heart do that to someone. While
It
I
would be
totally
tough.
get and understand why he's doing it, and he put down a lot of details to, you know, make it seem like, okay, for sure, I'm a good person, guys. I waived their rent, you know what I mean? I didn't do inflation with her, you know, gave her 6 months notice. He does sound like a good guy.
He sounds like a good
I was
landlord
gonna say,
and like a good person.
I think that context was needed because it would have been immediately flamed. He would have been immediately flamed if he didn't put those details in.
And giving her 6 months, like that's unheard of as a tenant. It's usually
That
like
being said, I'm living with that baby.
okay. Well, I mean, you're above the average, Sean. You're a wholehearted good person. So
I'm getting some noise canceling headphones. I don't know. I'll, at least, and at the very least, I would be helping her find a solution instead of just being like, "Ooh, you got 6 months."
That's a good compromise.
I'd be like trying to find a realtor or be like, "Hey, look, this may not be in the city, but it's 10 minutes out of the city." You know,
Fair
things like that. I wouldn't just be like, "Ooh, 6 months, you got to go."
That's fair enough. That's fair enough. Okay. So I have an update for you. So
They fell in love. It's now his child.
wow. I don't think that still works, Sean. It can't be. He can't still.
Yeah, you can
be the
legally
DNA.
adopt it.
Well, yes, but I thought you were saying it turned into his.
No. I'm a dumbass, but I'm not that big of a dumbass.
He knows how it works.
Get a paternity test. Let's prove it's not
I
yours.
fuck.
I have the sex. All right, so let's get in the update here. So when I came home from work today, I told her that I wanted to discuss the overall situation. Before I even began, she actually apologized to me for how she spoke to me and for expecting that I would be okay for her to raise her child here. I told her that her apology is totally unnecessary and her reaction was completely understandable, considering the uncertainty of her future. I then told her what I told all of you, that I would waive her rent for the remainder of her stay to help her get on her feet. So he's waiving the 6 months. She doesn't have to pay for that.
He's a good guy.
That is a good guy.
She pushed back on this at first. After I urged her to think of her child, she graciously accepted. Aside from this, I also told her about my friend who could also help her out finding some affordable listings in the area,
You love
just like Sean. I thought I might be overstepping there, but she was actually extremely thankful and she said she would take me up on that. Finally, I want to thank user 2D Peach Fruity for probably the best piece of advice that I read. This was that I could help her obtain a more reliable work position at my hospital. Nothing fancy as she doesn't have any schooling, but it'll be much more secure than waitressing. And once you're in, there's always ways to work your way up. There would also be benefits/maternity leave that I don't think restaurants usually offer. This was probably my biggest risk overstepping, but when I mentioned the idea to her, she was actually over the moon and tears were shed.
Wow.
I do agree that I acted in self-interest here, so I think the least I can do is make sure the soon-to-be mother and her child have some sense of security in their life. Thank you again to everyone.
Hell yeah.
That's
happy
kudos.
ending.
There we go.
Kudos to that guy.
This might be the best guy we've ever talked about on the show.
Yes.
Best man we've ever talked about on the show. Yeah, I think that clears up everything. I think he's helping her find a new place, giving her 6 months, leeway to save up some money for the kid.
A stable career choice in healthcare.
And potentially a stable job. Yeah, exactly. Where you get mat leave and benefits, which is, as we keep preaching, that's a huge benefit as a new mother. So kudos to this guy.
Shout out to that OP.
And 40 minutes in, we're going to cut to an ad break. We've been way off the rails. Apologies, Wikimaniacs, but enjoy some ads and we'll be right back. It's never too early to play holiday music, and it's never too early to start thinking about gifts. Whether it's for a friend or for the friends in your pants, you can make this a season to be jolly with Manscaped. Do your little drummer boy a favor and use the Lawnmower 4.0 to avoid another silent night in the bedroom. Then add in Manscaped's top-of-the-line shower products to have people thinking, all I want for Christmas is you. Jesus, Manscaped is killing it with these lines. Santa cares about his sack, and so should you. Look nice when you get naughty by going to manscaped.com and using the code REDDIT for free shipping and 20% off. The Manscaped Platinum Package 4.0 is a one-stop shop for the man who deserves it all. It has everything needed to help you deck the halls from your face to your balls just in time for the mistletoe season. The Platinum Package has each product from the best-selling Performance Package, plus Ultra Premium Body Wash, Ultra Premium 2-in-1 Shower and Conditioner, and Ultra Premium Deodorant. It's the best way to smell fresh from your Santa hat to your candy cane. The Lawnmower 4.0 body trimmer and the Weed Whacker nose and ear hair trimmer feature proprietary advanced skin-safe technology to protect your delicate presence. Plus, both are waterproof, so there's no issue clearing the snow out of your driveway. There's also a 4,000 LED light on it so you can light the way like Rudolph. Now that you've groomed your candy cane, it's time to make sure you don't smell like a reindeer with the Platinum Package shower products. All the Manscaped shower gear is sulfate-free, vegan, and is made to have your skin feeling hydrated and smelling fresh. But smelling good doesn't stop at the shower. The Crop Preserver Ball Deodorant and Crop Reviver Ball Toner can solve the stank problems all day long. Once they touch your sack, you'll never go back. The Platinum Package 4.0 sitting under the tree is guaranteed to put anyone in the holiday spirit. And for the perfect stocking stuffer, add the brand new Body Buffer, which is an incredible body scrubber that makes exfoliating easy and a lot cleaner than that old loofah. So go to manscaped.com, get 20% off with free shipping using the code Reddit. That's 20% off with free shipping at manscaped.com and using the code Reddit. Manscaped, get your jingle balls ready for the holiday. And we're back on track. And we're going to run through these last two.
No, we're going to slowly crawl there.
No.
It's going to be a 2-hour episode.
Yes,
I don't know
Straight
if you
line.
know.
Straight line, guys. We got to make that. I got to edit
Hey,
these
remember
now.
when that... Bring up more egg shit, guys.
Oh, yeah.
God damn it. I was kidding. Move on. We're straight lining. We're straight line.
Straight line. Okay.
I was going to shell out some more egg puns, but, you didn't want me to. No? Okay.
God damn.
All right,
Goddamn.
let's move forward.
John, I think you need to.
Get therapy.
Yes.
Yeah. What do these puns really mean, John?
I have a lot of
Where do they-
trauma
Where do they stem from?
from not having a childhood.
Oh, no. Not straight line, Josh.
It's all coming back to me.
No, this is not the
I
time.
just graduated therapy, goddamn it. And now I gotta go back.
Except I'll be your therapist now.
Oh, disastrous.
We'll make it a
Absolutely
podcast.
disastrous.
Holy crap.
Call it Josh the therapist.
Oh my
And it's just
God.
me giving terrible advice. All right, back on track. This one comes from the other goat, Midscore.
Mid-score.
Oh, hell yeah.
Who commented, who left a Reddit post saying they were happy that we acknowledged them, and everyone was like, it's wild their reaction when they finally realized what it actually meant.
Sean's reaction, even though he never watched it again, was wholesome as shit.
Oh, it was so fucking funny.
Oh, I was so honored. Still
Midscore.
am.
Wait, midscore. And then I said it was hyphen. He's like, I fucking forgot what it was actually called.
Yeah. I actively do not remember hyphen on purpose now.
We need a shirt with
Says
just a
midscore.
line,
Yes.
just a dash.
Just a dash. Maybe just a dash and then in really tiny letters, just mid-score.
Midscore.
I'll think of something.
Yeah, be fucking funny. All right, back on track. Here we go. So, am I the asshole for asking my son and his soon-to-be wife to pay to spend their honeymoon in my winter cabin?
You shouldn't force anybody to spend time or money anywhere that they don't want to be in.
It's a wild statement.
That reminds me of It's Always Sunny. Yeah, because she's on a boat because of the implication.
Oh, yeah. Horrible. That cannot.
So
that
evil.
That show cannot air in today's climate.
They
They're
do
still
air. They're
doing
still coming
No,
out.
I mean, like, okay, but
Oh, that episode.
that specific
yeah.
episode.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think the implication of that show is that they're all shitty people.
Yeah, the
They
point
are.
of that show is they're all bad and you shouldn't
Yeah.
cheer any of them because they're all stupid and evil.
Except for Danny DeVito, who's amazing.
That's me in the future.
No,
by
he's
the way.
also stupid and evil. They're all stupid and evil.
That's what I'm gonna look like in 30 years when I shrink even
Jeez.
more.
I could see
John,
it.
you're not even that short, brother.
Short king, brother.
So that's your prediction? You shouldn't force anyone to pay money anywhere they don't want? Is that what you said?
Yes.
I think. Okay. What about you, Sean? Do you have a more concrete answer?
No, I totally got lost in It's Always Sunny and I forgot the prompt. I'm not
Okay,
gonna
that's
lie.
fine. We'll just hop into
Yeah,
the story.
we'll hop into it.
Another egg pun.
So-
It's always sunny side up. Just
There we go. My late wife.
Sorry, did I do something? Kind of blacked out for a second.
Till it's December. We've given up. All right. So my late wife and I invested in a small winter cabin years ago. I am the owner now after her passing. My son, 22, is getting married to his soon-to-be wife in a month. They have no money for a destination honeymoon. They were barely able to plan the wedding. He asked if they could spend their honeymoon in my winter cabin, and I agreed, but under the condition that they pay me. He acted all shocked and tried to argue that it's his mom's cabin too, but I pointed out how I'm the owner now and that I pay to keep it maintained. He got upset and accused me of being materialistic and selfish after I'd already had been unhelpful with the wedding. I told him I did the same with his aunt and it wasn't personal. He left with his fiance and told the family about it. Now I'm being berated left and right, and I'm being told to let him use the cabin, and they're shaming me for asking for money. A little bit of info. I already told him for the millionth time that getting married so soon was not a good idea, but he refused to take my advice and had no regard for my opinion on that situation. So am I the asshole?
Kinda. I was going to say the whole getting married young is pretentious as shit, in my opinion.
Wait, on the son's part?
Well, who said?
No, on the dad.
On a dad's
like
part.
judging.
Judging
them.
As someone who got married at 23 years old, like that's.
Oh, so a year after this.
Yeah, so I'm just like, bro, sometimes if you know, you know. Sometimes some people are more mature than their age suggests. It is kind of shitty for them to do that, but I can see that they treat it as a business. But still, I don't know. I'm gonna go with semi-asshole.
Okay. What about you, Sean?
Yeah, kind of the same. I will say just, look, he owns the place. He's allowed to do what he wants.
Right.
But it is family, and you've already kind of been a dickhead throughout this entire wedding process. So you think, it's happening. You might as well just concede your L and maybe give him a discount or something. I don't know. Because obviously, they can't afford to do anything. And then your whole thing is like, I told you. This shit is hard. You're doing it too early. It's a bad decision. You can't even afford a honeymoon, you stupid piece of shit. And he's like, okay, well, fuck you. So like, I get him being like, okay, this is my place. I charged family already. I'm not going to set a precedent by letting you go.
Yeah.
But I mean, kind of just like, they're broke. They're going to get married whether you like it or not. Might as well just give them the place.
Exactly.
Just have them ask to pay for like the cleaning or whatever.
Yeah, I am going to go full asshole here. Okay. I think it just feels like he's against the wedding and he's
acting out.
Acting out and trying to like stop it any way he can. And like, they don't have money, as you said, Sean. Like, why are you asking them for money? Because like, I'm just trying to think, like, if I had a son and he came to me and it was like, hey, we don't have money for a honeymoon. I know you got a cabin. Like, could we borrow it for the week for a honeymoon? No problem. It's 1 week. Like, you lose a little bit of money for your son to be like, have a nice honeymoon with his wife at that point. It seems like not that big of a deal. And if you're that strapped for cash, as you said, John, you could pay a little bit for the cleaning or something, but charging full price for the fucking cabin is bullshit. On top of that, we've got a couple comments from our listeners on our subreddit. So Lemire says, what a dick. He's punishing his son for not listening to his opinion on whether he should be married.
Yeah.
And then Jenkins comments below that and says he's 100% using the cabin as a way to punish his kid for not listening to him. It's gross, and I doubt it's the only way he's tried to make things difficult for the couple. Then 40 years from now, OP is going to wonder why he's by himself in the nursing home and why his son never comes by to visit, and it will be a total mystery only to him. So,
that makes sense.
I thought that was a dark future they painted, but it's true. I think
it's probable.
Yeah.
You keep treating them like this.
Yeah. Treat family like family and be nice to them.
Like, hell, even if they're not family, treat people like people. I have a feeling this dad has one of those mentalities where it's like, I got to teach you a lesson type of shit.
It's bullshit. And he should just let him stay there for a little bit. It's such a minuscule thing.
At
That's
least,
me.
like what Sean said, at least a discount. Like, I understand if you're trying to run a business, but my brother, do something. It's your kid.
But also, as a business, the house is gonna be empty if they're not in there, right? So, like,
right?
True. Well, you can pick the week, right? Just pick a week
where there's no one gonna be there.
Yeah, where there's
no one taking it.
there.
Yeah. It's not a big deal.
You can delay honeymoon as someone who took like 2-3 years to do a honeymoon because we were poor as shit. So
fuck, everyone that got married right before COVID had to wait 2 years.
Exactly.
So it's not a big deal if they have to wait, but I think not even trying to negotiate with them or work with them is shitty.
Okay, I'll go full asshole now.
Nice. I got one. Let's go.
We're fisting it.
We're fisting.
The asshole.
All right, so last one. Am I the asshole for not making my son apologize to his mother-in-law after an argument? And this one comes from Thanos was right 96.
You know what Thanos
before I
was?
forget.
Thanos was right sometimes. Just kidding.
I feel that sometimes, but
I said sometimes.
Half of the world's population.
depends
At
which
random?
half.
It's random.
If it's
If it's me, I'm down. Take me.
that's true. I'm ready.
No.
I am so ready.
Just snap the white people off.
I'll be careful with what I say. I'll be careful.
All right, let's hop into it. So I, male 41, married my wife, 37 female. I have 2 kids from my previous marriage, boy 15 and girl 13. I am Jewish, as was my wife before she passed. My current wife is not. We have no kids together. My kids have always gotten along with their stepmom and her family fairly well until recently. Thanksgiving with my wife's family is a huge affair and the only chance a lot of the family gets to see each other during the year. My kids and I do not eat pork, but there are always other options, or we bring something specifically we can eat, like vegetarian lasagna. Wednesday night I had dinner with my wife's parents at their place. I should mention that my wife is not very personally religious, although she attended service with her parents monthly. My parents-in-law are very, very conservative style evangelicals.
Oh, no.
We mostly don't talk about our religious differences, although I once had to stop my mother-in-law from encouraging my daughter to be baptized. Oh. Is this Kanye's family? No.
It's Ye's family.
Or sorry, Ye.
It's Ye's family. Kanye's a good guy, I think. I'm just kidding, guys. I'm just kidding. Ye, Kanye, all bad people.
Kanye was a bad person too. Didn't he say slavery was a choice or some shit? He's
Was
a
he
piece
not
of
Ye
shit.
by that point? Can we just
No,
say
he
all the
was
bad
definitely
stuff?
Kanye. He was definitely Kanye at that point.
But
Again, Sean's 2022 playlist.
Yeah.
he didn't say anything bad when he made late registration. So if you listen to the old stuff, it's fine.
2009
Yeah,
Kanye.
I mean, he
is
wasn't
okay.
on camera either back then.
He was on camera. They released a whole documentary. That's why I started
Okay.
listening to him again.
Fair enough. Fair enough. So everything was
Look,
fine.
I don't want to come off like I'm
No. Sean's defending
I'm not a
Kanye.
Kanye sympathizer. I'm just, I'm just asking you guys to, late registration,
He's
college dropout,
Oh,
graduation.
shit.
They're
He's
really
ner-
good albums.
Yeah.
He's nervous.
I am, because it's bad. He's a bad guy, without a doubt.
Yeah.
But if those albums aren't perfect, I don't know what are. Moving on.
Everything was fine until the end of the meal when my mother-in-law crossed her arms and said, "See, we told you nothing bad would happen." I asked her what she meant.
Oh, no.
My mother-in-law said she had mixed bacon into one of the dishes to prove a point to us. Yeah.
That dick move.
That's
more than a dick
so
move.
fucked up. That's
Debatably
fucking
illegal.
evil.
That is evil.
So I tried to ask very calmly why she would do something like that. My mother-in-law said it was to show that there was no point in following the Old Testament law anymore.
Bitch, you could say the same goddamn thing.
Yeah, your Bible's old too.
Oh my God. I'm sorry I used the word bitch. I'm just flabbergasted.
she's a bitch.
Oh my God.
Hang on. There's more bitch stuff.
Oh, look at
coming.
that. My fucking watch even said, I'm sorry.
So mad. I asked my father-in-law if he knew what she had done, and he said yes. He seemed more uncomfortable, but he talked a bit about how Christ came to free us from Jewish law and how they wanted to show us that we could be freed from the law as well.
Fuck, you're fucking stupid and evil.
That is just straight up malicious.
That's
Holy
so
shit.
bad.
Yeah. We'll get into takes after this, but by this time my daughter was crying and left the room. My wife got up and followed her. My son has been growing more observant as he gets older. He is more observant than me or my daughter. He flipped out, screamed at my parents-in-law that they were terrible people, called my mother-in-law some very nasty names, and said he never wanted to come back. My father-in-law started shouting back, and my mother-in-law started crying. I told my kids to get in the car, then told my wife we were leaving. She told me she would stay with her parents so that she could help with Thanksgiving prep the next morning. I was texting with my wife on IG, and she told me that my son is not welcome to come until he apologizes for the things that he's called my mother-in-law. I told her that that's ridiculous, that she is siding with her parents. I told my kids we would not be attending Thanksgiving. Instead, we ordered Chinese and watched movies.
Good shit.
My son was
Honestly,
fine.
the superior Thanksgiving.
Oh, yeah. My son was fine with it, but I could tell my daughter was down. She missed out on seeing a lot of the friends she has with my wife's side. My wife is still with her parents as of now. I should mention that I, too, am very angry with what has happened and what I feel is disrespect shown to me, especially my kids. I'm torn on whether to encourage my son to apologize with the conditions that we get a mutual apology to us. So am I the asshole?
No.
No, definitely.
Yeah, I don't see any world where you're the asshole. This is
definitely not.
crazy.
Oh my God, that mother-in-law is evil.
That's like,
Yeah.
I mean, seems like maybe hyperbole for some, but kind of like a war crime. Like if you were like attacking another village and you knew that they didn't like for religious reasons didn't eat something, and you fucking like shoved it in their last meal, and then before you killed them, be like, haha, blocked you from heaven. Like, this is evil, right?
I don't know why your mind went there, but that is, I mean, it's
Have you not heard about that?
Yeah.
No.
I did.
I mean,
Where's that?
it's not like eating pork, but like trigger warning. Again, I don't know if this was true, but a government
Oh, was it the one?
aid,
Oh.
aid women before they were executed. That way they could not go to heaven or whatever.
What the fuck?
End of trigger warning. So similar vibe. If you do something against, like, that in their religion will lead them down a wrong path, and you do it like on purpose, I feel like that is fucking heinous and evil.
I agree. I mean, it's the same with like, if you're friends with a vegetarian or a vegan and you have them come over, like you respect what they want to eat. It's the same exact thing. And I'm not religious.
Same.
And like, I would have no problem if I had a Jewish person over. Okay, we're not eating pork. You know what I mean? We're avoiding that for the night. It's just common courtesy to respect someone's opinions and values, and to try and push your own religion on someone is just fucking disgusting.
I was going to say, there's pushing religion and there's maliciously doing things like what that mother-in-law did.
Yeah.
That is just straight up. Disrespect is not even the word for it. That's a goddamn
Evil.
crime.
They are the devil.
Yes.
Legitimately think that this was evil.
Yeah, I just it baffles me that people are so fucking rooted in their religion with this much hate that they will just disrespect someone like this.
Ain't that a goddamn contradiction though? Like,
Yeah,
that-
love thy neighbor.
love thy neighbor.
A lot of what, and I say this as a religious person, a lot of stuff that religious people do is very contradictory. Like,
Yes. The Republican Party, for example.
yes, everything they do is so bad and doesn't make sense. It's like, okay, you're religious, you believe God gave us free will. Why do you take away women's ability to
Free
control
will.
their body?
Exactly.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like, make it make sense somehow. I don't know.
Yeah, shitty. I honestly, I think it is a hate crime, to be honest.
for sure.
So I would sue the fuck out of it.
Hate crime is probably more appropriate than war crime. I couldn't think of the word, but yeah, hate crime makes sense.
I liked where your mind went. It was, it felt apt for the what was described to us. It felt like,
Imagine
match
feeding. I mean, it's the same thing. Like, I have like a lot of Muslim friends. Like, if I was just like, gotcha, bacon, I just
up.
sent them to fucking,
yeah.
possibly hell in their religion. You know what I mean? I eat pork. I don't think that makes you go to hell, but like, I'm not going to fucking shove bacon down people's throats. That's fucking wild.
Do Christians have like a food they can't eat? I actually don't know.
No, we're fat, brother.
Fair enough.
I don't know. There might be. There might be, but not that I've been told.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter. But I was thinking of the comparable, but there isn't really a comparable. Just respect people. Just respect people's wishes. There is an update. I don't think we have time to do it. John can only do one episode, but I'll link to the update. So if people want to go read it, read the update. But to give you a summary, the wife actually comes back home and apologizes, and they are not making the son apologize.
Good, because I was going to call the wife an asshole for siding with their parents.
No, I think the wife is just generally very like anti-religion, sounds like. So she probably just didn't understand the gravity of the situation. And then after like sitting in there, maybe she was like, oh yeah, that is super fucked up.
Yeah, I mean, it says they are going to couples counseling for it, but he's not sure if it can be repaired because like that trust is broken. You know what I mean? Like she didn't come with them. She didn't stand up for his kids. That's pretty shitty.
That's pretty rough. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't blame him.
So you never know. But again, I'll link the rest of the full update so you guys can go check it out in the description. Cool. That's it for this episode, Wikimaniacs. We fucking made it through. This is probably our longest episode yet. Jesus Christ.
It was extra long for you,
It
Wikimaniacs.
was very extra long. We didn't even do the fucking update that I planned to do. So
John, I heard what you tried to do just now.
I was pushing past it, Sean. I was pushing past it. So what did you think, Wikimaniacs? Were these people assholes? Were they angels? Oh, were they assholes or were they yay? That's what we want to know.
Wait,
wait.
those
were
are
they,
both assholes.
Are they yay or angels?
They were all assholes, Sean. That's what I meant. No.
Okay.
Yeah. Were they yay or were they angels?
Who's an angel that's like non-problematic?
God, it's getting worse by the.
Yeah, who is an
It's
angel?
less and less catchy.
Ooh,
Who's someone in Hollywood that's not problematic?
Reeves is not.
Oh, I was going to say
Keanu
Ryan
Reeves.
Reynolds, but you're right. It's Keanu Reeves is the correct answer.
Yes.
Are they yay or Keanu Reeves? That's what we want to know.
Yes.
They Rob McElhenney from It's Always Sunny.
Oh, God. It's always sunny side up.
The actor is a good guy, I think.
I mean, yeah. Didn't he buy a soccer team with Ryan Reynolds?
Their podcast
Yeah,
is
he did.
hilarious, by the way. I don't know if y'all ever listened to it.
Don't shout out other podcasts.
I'm sorry.
on
I
here.
listened to it
damn
too.
God damn it. We are way off. Let us know in the comments on YouTube, Discord, or on our subreddit. If you want to hear more, please consider subscribing to the show and giving us a rating and review on whatever platform you are on. Shout out to everyone who had us on their Spotify Wrap.
Yes.
That was cool.
How a year changed this. Oh my God.
God damn.
We had like
top 5% Spotify shared podcast or something like that. I can't. I'm fucking up the
like,
stat right now. But
oh my God. Like last year we had like nobody.
Last year we had like Shots and Thoughts numbers.
not even Nancy listened back then.
Yeah, we had like 2 people, but just on a 9,995 fans have us on their top 10.
It's crazy.
6,355 fans has us on their top 5, and 1,395 people were their number 1 listened podcast. Amongst
That's crazy.
millions of podcasts out in the world, just to have fucking 2 people have us as their top 1. That's amazing, but like thousands of people. Holy shit.
God damn. And I mean, like we couldn't do it without you guys listening and
Thank
subscribing to the show. So thank you very much. It's been we still have more episodes. I was going to say it's been an amazing year, but
It ain't over.
next year we'll say, or next week we'll say that. Next year we will say that too.
Yes.
But next week we will say that. So don't forget, you can subscribe for those extra 2 stories on patreon.com/cultivate podcast network. You get extra stories every Friday, as well as ad-free episodes, day-early episodes, some bonus content like hot ones, and in the final week of December, we're just doing a Patreon-exclusive episode. We're taking off the regular show, so if you want to catch that and stay tuned with us, you can subscribe on Patreon. Thank you, John and Sean, for coming on and giving your takes, even though some of them were hot and wild today. That's it, Wikimaniacs. Thank you.
Bye. Later.
John and Sean are quiet right now. Say bye.
Bye. Love you.
Expert in fucking, I don't know.
Great power.
For the 5th time, it's your boy Sean.